Hey, good morning, everybody. Here's a photo of Prince by a photographer named Platon. And in this quick video, I'm going to demonstrate how to sort of make a painting from the photo. Uh, you could call it kind of making it towards a cartoon. Um, this is Prince, and that's who you might hear in the background, his song Controversy. I hope it's not too loud. Turn it down. Here we go. All right. Next up. So first thing we're going to try to do is we're going to make a different color background. And there's a couple ways we can do that. So first I'm going to create a new layer right there. And then I want to make the background purple. So down here on the left side palette, yours might be black and white still. You click on this and then you can move the slider to various colors. So you start with whatever hue, like from red to blue, green, right back to red, oranges, and so on. Right? I'm gonna go for kind of a purple because it's Prince after all, and that's what he's known for, is the purple lover. He's Mr. Purple, Purple Rain. And I'm gonna do kind of a grayer, duller purple. Let's find a good color. Because I'm gonna put more color on him later. Pow, okay? And then I'll try that. Hit OK. And so now I have it loaded up in the palette right here. And what I want to do, I'll make sure the layer is selected, and I'm going to go to Edit and Fill. And the color that I just made or chose is the foreground color, the one up top, and then the background color is white right there. And it's not referring to the picture right now. It's just what's on the palette, the main color and the other color, the opposite color, background color. All right, I'm going to hit OK. So what I did is fill the layer with purple paint. Okay, I'm going to rename this background and this one name Prince. Now, take the background and put it behind, but I still can't see it because Prince is blocking it. So what I want to do is cut the white out of this picture. And to do that, we're going to use this selection tool. And go over here to this brush with the dotted line next to it, quick selection. And I'm going to use that version of it, right? That's the middle tool right here. Quick selection. And the brush right now is at 10 pixels or 10 pixels. And it's really small. I want to make it bigger. And a way to do that is to slide here or on your keyboard. There's two buttons above the return button that look like parentheses, but a little more angular. They're called brackets. And use those to make it larger or smaller. So I'm going to click over here and I click on the right bracket and it makes it bigger. And the other one makes it smaller. I'm going to go for about that size and click on Prince. Okay, and it is not selecting enough. So I'm going to push it out a little bit. Now it's selected too much. I can see the dotted line around the outside. Okay, so from there, I can push on the keyboard the Option button. And you see up here, it goes from add to the selection, and I push Option minus the selection up top. So I can also just click up here and do it. An Option on the keyboard is a way to switch back and forth. And I'm going to push again back on it. And now it's down here. It went too far. So I'm going to make my brush a little smaller. You can see here. Try again. I want to go to Add to selection, go in the middle, and push outwards. And it's just not cooperating, right? It's not seeing the edge, which seems like it should really easily. I'm gonna go minus and push back. And what the heck? Oh, I see what's going on. I made a big rookie mistake, right? And we all do this sometimes, right? So the reason it's not choosing him is because look over here on the layers. I haven't chosen the photo to select. I'm trying to select something in the purple background. So I'm going to go now to deselect or Command D or Control D. All right, deselect, click prints, and now click on him, and wow, almost perfect. If I control plus or minus to zoom in and out, I can now refine it. See, it's on plus selection here. I want to fix his hand area. All right, so now I see the dotted line around the very edge. And up here on his thumb, push that back out a little bit. Now we're getting somewhere. I went a little too far there. Make the brush a little smaller with the bracket button. And I'm holding down Option because now I got minus, right? And I want to push this back a little bit. Pow, good. All right, and if I want to move the picture around, I hold down the space bar and look around all the edges and see how clean my selection is. All right, it's looking pretty good to me. I'm just going to touch that up right there. Oh, I'm going to go Command Z to undo that. All right, so I'm going to go with that. Now, if I hit delete right now, I'm going to delete Prince himself. So what I want to do is actually go to select, and now do the inverse. So the dotted line is around him. That's what's selected. I'm going to go to the inverse. That means select everything but him, the opposite. And now you can see the dotted line goes at the edge here, but then instead of going this way, it goes that way out to the edge. And now I can hit delete on the keyboard or cut, and let's hope we get purple background. Pow, there we go. And bammo, whammo, looking good. All right. So when the dotted lines are still there, that means you still have a selection made. And from there, I want to unselect that right now. Okay. Actually, let's just keep it select. No, I'm gonna unselect it. Yeah, unselect it. And now I want to take his photo and put a threshold adjustment. I'm gonna click New Adjustment and go to Threshold. It's going to go over the whole picture right now. That looks kind of groovy, actually. I like that, but I'm going to leave it. And I want to see more detail on him. Okay, right about there. But then I don't want the threshold adjustment to be affecting the background. That's why it's white or black back here. So I want it to just affect the photo. So I'm going to clip it to Prince. Now we got something to paint. All right, so I'm going to leave it right there. All right, and the next step is to click a layer. So now we've added a new layer. I'm going to start painting on that. And what we're going to try to do is just play with the paintbrushes in different colors and paint inside this photo. Okay. So the paintbrush looks a lot like the selection tool. It's a brush also, but it's without the dots. Right? It's right here. Click on that. And I want the brush tool. It's the default first one. And I'm going to choose a different color now. Let's go with, I'm going to use yellow. It's opposite to purple. I'll make it a bit brighter. All right. And hit OK. So what I've done is I've chosen the brush and loaded it up with yellow paint. And now my brush, I have different options for the brush up here. I'm going to just keep it on 100% opaque, 100% flow. And the brush, I'm going to make it a little bigger. All right, make it, I can't make it any, oh, I see, I have a different. I'm going to choose this brush right here, 24 pixel brush, okay? Full hardness. And click and see I'm on the layer over here on the right, making sure that it's still there, and start painting. I'm going to paint a little yellow right here. All right, if I want to zoom in and be more precise, not a bad call. I can make the brush a little smaller, be a little more precise. See a little pixel at the edges there? That's because this photo is a really low resolution photo, really small photo. All right, so as I start painting, all right, I'm going to leave it to you guys to go much further with the painting. But I have that paint on this layer right now, and I can change the opacity while I'm here. Okay, and I can also do it here. Make it less opaque, more opaque, more transparent. I want to try that, and I can try blend modes too, like so. And then by mixing the paint layers with the elements below, the photo and the adjustment, you might get some really interesting kind of cartoon effect. So play with that and let me know how it goes. I'll see it in your 6 edits photo grid.